how to become confident as a martial artist. Now, a lot of you are trying to look for confidence. You're feeling a little low. You're training, but just day to day, your emotions are slowly slipping. It's all right. I got you. Welcome back, Grasshopper. Now, for me, I always like to take things deeper because this is how I came to understand things, and this is how I'm able to level myself up, raise myself up day to day. If you're losing confidence as a martial artist, okay, it's okay because this happens. This is what life is. You know, life is just a bunch of ups and downs, and right now, you're in a down and you're feeling a little low, low self esteem, low confidence, and I'll tell you, confidence across the board for everyone, okay? True confidence. It took me calling myself a martial artist to figure this out, right? But true confidence is honesty. That's what it is. It's just honesty. Instead, instead of using the word confidence, use the word honesty. I'm low on honesty. I'm running low on honesty. Right now, I don't feel a little honest. You see how I switched that out? Now you're thinking about all the times you're low on confidence. Then you just switch it with the word honesty. Then it's like, oh, I wasn't confident in this situation because honestly, it was something new. It was new to me. Same thing. You ask me, a lot of you ask me questions about training. How do I do this? How do I do that? Is this training too much? You gotta be honest with yourself. You gotta be honest with yourself, bro. If you see something, okay, and in your heart, like, you have this big goal, and in your heart, it's like, you watch anime. I saw some anime. Rock Lee, you want to train like Rock Lee, 10,000 kicks, 10,000 push-ups, like, but in this day and age with science, all this information floating around, it's not real. That's only in an anime. Rock Lee training that hard, 20 hours a day, dude. You gotta be honest. If your heart has this drive, this desire, and you feel it all in your muscles, in your bones, that you wanna be like some of these fictional characters that you watch on anime, be honest, bro. Be honest and shoot on that. Just dive straight into it. You will never know what it feels like to be truly confident until you start living out some of these thoughts in your head. Now, of course, as a martial artist, what I want to preach to you is you got to learn how to act upon the right ones. And all of it is just acting upon thoughts in which will build you today and for the future. Okay? So if you have a desire to drink some beer, it's gonna just temporarily give you a good moment, just in the moment. But of course, you drink too much, you're gonna get hungover. Just look at the repercussions. And that's how I cut that out. Same thing with ice cream, dude. One of my biggest vices, okay, was ice cream. I quit drinking. You know, when I was a kid, I quit doing drugs. I smoked cigarettes for 10 years. I quit smoking cigarettes. I quit all of this hard stuff. One of my last vices was ice cream and spaghetti. Dude. But it's like, I would eat the ice cream in the moment, and it was like, wow, you know. But then the next day, I would look in the mirror. I had a pouch, and I would be like, bro, like, what happened? You know what I mean? My phone is going off over there. Don't mind my phone, but it was just one of those things where you gotta just slip away from the instant gratification, and you gotta slip away from thoughts that try to please you in the moment but don't build you for tomorrow. All right? So when it comes to being confident as a martial artist, a lot of times you will not have the true confidence of a martial artist, of a fighter, if you don't have time either in battles or in actual fights. And for me, for me. Like, I've been through enough, and I've got beaten up enough, and I've overcame enough opponents to like know where I'm confident, okay? Then on top of that, you gotta understand, as a martial artist, there are many styles: kung fu, karate, Chinese lion dancing, as what I'm getting into, boxing. There's those styles like boxing, lethwei, that are very based in reality. They have a lot of good information because it's really real. Like, if you do a karate kata, you practice it 10,000 times a day. You don't really know the application of the kata unless you've used it on people, and you've seen a bunch of other people use it on people and seen the results of it. But so for like katas and karate, some of these mystical martial arts, that's why a lot of it is up in the air, because it doesn't have enough real time feedback to give you information and real solid base. So you don't really have any honesty, okay? But as a martial artist, you got to understand, with all these different styles, there's you. In the end, being a martial artist, if you want to get to the root of it, is just you defeating another person. That's it. Doesn't matter what your style is. If you can beat a person in like just whether it was war or a fight, dude, you are basically successful as a martial artist. I've seen really good, skilled martial artists who trained for years get beat up by somebody who was just angry with no training. I've seen somebody who was extremely angry, muscular, strong, with no training, get beat up by a skinny guy who had 30 years of martial arts training. I've seen both sides of the coin. The main factor in both situations was just the honesty of the situation. A lot of times, if I see a big ass dude, whether or not I'm skilled, okay, I know this, I know that, dude, the chances of him grabbing me by the neck and breaking me in half are much higher than what they actually are, okay? I can't be stupid. And that's where the confidence of a martial artist has to come from. Honesty. You gotta be honest. You have some of these desires. You gotta just play it out from experience to really get the confidence and the honesty you want from your training and your skills. You're gonna have to apply it in real world situations. I'm sorry, dude. You're gonna have to. This is why there's gyms, okay? Because you're gonna have to apply them on someone. You do all this training, and if you really want to know what you can do as a martial artist, you're gonna have to find a band of brothers where you can like just be like, bro, I'm sorry, but I gotta see if this works. And he's gonna be like, okay, I'm gonna do all my that I can to stop it. Okay, whang! And that's the only way you can get honesty and truth within your realm of martial arts. Now, a lot of my confidence, okay, my honesty comes from actually Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. My style of, once I learned Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, I had a much faster crash course because I was a really good boxer. Okay, I don't want to toot my horn, but the skills I have with my hands for boxing is kind of above average than a well-rounded mixed martial artist, okay? But when I took my boxing into mixed martial arts and they caught on, like my hands were really good, my teammates would just take me down, pound me out, choke me out, okay? So in order for me to really catch up and catch speed, I didn't learn really basic Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. I learned MMA Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. So, and the team I was with, there was a lot of wrestlers. We had some brown belts. But there were a lot of guys who did like catch as catch can, catch wrestling. So I have like a kind of dirty style. I still work with the philosophies of Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. I really like I wouldn't say traditional, but the roots of it with Hickson, Helio, the father, the main Gracie, the two brothers. But Helio was very skinny and weak, very weakly. And the jiu-jitsu he learned, the Japanese jiu-jitsu style, was very hard, very firm, very rugged. But he wasn't as firm as, these Japanese guys. Japanese guys are always firm. Like you see judo, you see karate, everything is like straight to the point, hard style. Um, when Hilo Gracie learned jiu-jitsu, he had to like adapt his weak body to these techniques. And once he figured it out, Brazilian Gracie Jiu-Jitsu was born, and it was born out of the essence of Jiu-Jitsu. Gracie Jiu-Jitsu is for the smaller, weaker man, so that's what I was. I'm like 5'7", 150. When I was fighting, I was walking around 150, 148, 153, around there. Give or take if I had a Big Mac or not. But I really dug on the philosophies of being more of that weak guy and flowing in and out and really learning how to be strong in awkward positions. And then with the catch wrestling, because I'm sort of strong, I'm not really explosive. I have more like holding strength. I can like go, I can't do too much pull-ups. I can do like 20 pull-ups, like easy, whatever. But I can pull up and hold it like this longer. I have more isometric strength. So because of that, I would have to like just get tossed around, boom, 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 slowly snake my way in, and when I do, I can grab it and do some dirty catch as catch can, fish hooks, digging, they call this the blades, dig my blades into your nose, your forehead, dig my elbow into your ribs. I was really dirty. I'm a really dirty grappler because I'm smaller. Okay, so when I learned that, my style of grappling, where my confidence come from, we had a guy he was extremely good. We had one teammate. He was like me, like kind of lanky. He could hit like me. He was fast like me. He had really good boxing skills. He had extremely good kicks. He looked like Saget from Street Fighter. He was bald, like built like me. Okay, but he was the bigger version of me. He was like, I think he was 5'10", and he fought at one. He walked around at 185, and dude, and he was just me but bigger, like lanky with abs, really lanky legs, really good hands, but he had way better kicks, and he was a brown belt. So, and he would go train with like police officers and stuff, SWAT teams, and from there he would teach them like, okay, like, in the real world, dude, you grind it out. He had a bald head. He grabbed them by their shirt. He rubbed his bald head, dude. It hurts the stubbles. He wouldn't like, he would razor shave it, but after like the 5 o'clock shadow on his head, he would really like, dude, scratch people's faces up. He would do it to me. He was a really dirty guy. He would use his shins, and rub it wherever he could. His knee to bellies were nuts. He would knee to belly, and he would pull with one hand because he was strong. He was just think of me, about 5'10", 185. I'm 5'7", 150, and just think he looked like me but 5 times bigger. He would knee to belly, and as he would pull, he would kind of like dig his elbow into anything, like his thumb, like this, dude, just this thing. He would like, if he went to go slip a choke in, he would use his thumb, that thumb bone, and really dig it in. And I was like, dude, there's ways, how when you put on the arm bar, they don't want to give it out. You kind of weave your leg in. Dude, he had a bunch of dirty tricks to kind of like, if you already got him in armbar position, basically, this leg is across his face. Dude, rub that calf all up in his mouth, in his throat, and do what you gotta do. And that's where my confidence, my honesty comes from. Because there was a time where I would cross-train with other people that did jiu-jitsu. And some of these guys were like street guys. And they had to do what they had to do. Like I trained with some cops. Their mode of grappling is way different from a competition Brazilian jiu-jitsu style. Like they gotta use the dirty tricks because some of these criminals are huge. So I was able to really apply what I learned grappling wise. Like, yes, I have a lot of honesty in my boxing, but like I said, with the grappling, I really caught on to the Hilo Gracie, Hickson Gracie, their style of effective, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu from a smaller guy onto a bigger guy, and using the flow and using your fear as a way to really shield and protect you, and at the same time coming in and subduing him, and not just subduing the bigger guy but really bending him in. And that's where a lot of my confidence comes from. Like, dude, like a lot of guys, like you guys may see my hands, but I actually, most of my fights were won from the ground. I actually tapped the guy up with a triangle, okay? And my other fights was I just use my hands to set everything up and just take him down, put him on his back. Easy. It's easy. But it's easy. It was easier for me because I could spot who had really good hands and just hands, because I was a boxer. So when I'm in there and like we start getting tagged, it's like, oh, okay, this feels like a boxing match. And I look at the stances. Once I kind of like knee tap him, I see he kind of like, he has boxing reflexes. Dude, it's easy. Take him down, boom, done. Excuse the lawnmowers back there. Like I said, a lot of these videos, dude, I ain't gonna edit it because I just want to be real with you. My honesty. So after this long ass rant, when it comes to your confidence as a martial artist, back to you. You guys ask me, you ask me, can I do this much training sessions? Can I do this? Can I do that? You can. You can. You can. I'm going to give you a key to your confidence, okay? Hopefully this puts a little pep in your step, because once I figured this one out, it was no holds barred. I can shoot it. I'll grow my mustache, dude, do whatever I want. Not whatever I want, but I'm going to explain it to you. Now the key is this. When it comes to life, there's a point when you start to understand that everybody's just making stuff up. I mentioned this in the last video. Everybody's just making stuff up. Everybody is looking to a savior. A lot of you guys are looking to me to give you an answer to a question that you already have the answer to. Don't be afraid. Think of your life as, if you want to say anime, I like to pertain it to a kung fu movie. I'm like that grasshopper, that disciple who is now trying to go up to the ascensions of Grand Master. How do I do it? Whatever in that movie, in my head, that Ches did to go from grasshopper to Grand Master, that's how I'm gonna do it. And that's how you can do it as well. Dude, and as I went explaining about all these other styles, when it comes to these styles, again, as I said, there's all of these styles. Boxing, karate, kyokushin. My style is just whatever works. And that's my pure honest truth. Like if you're in front of me, like I'm not gonna, okay, I'm gonna switch to Muay Thai, then switch to grappling. Dude, whatever I see open that's gonna help me to beat you, that I'm gonna do it. If there's three guys and there's just me, of course, there's like a 99% chance I'm gonna get mobbed and jumped. But if I see a stick on the ground, okay, like dude, that's my martial art. It's just doing what I gotta do. And honestly, as Bruce Lee said, honestly expressing myself. This mustache, this haircut, my abs, the tattoos, the muscles. It's just me being honest. It's just the shadow boxing, like I said, is the movie I'm playing in my head. How did I go from here to there? And of course, there was a time when I mentioned in my TikTok, all this jumping rope, shadow boxing in the park, I was working and I got signed to a fight. I took a last minute fight, and then dude, I was working crazy hours, like 15-hour shifts. I had no time to make it to sparring 5 days a week, Monday through Friday. I couldn't make it. So I had to just go to the park, dude. Jump rope, shadow box with what I knew. And I still did the fight, and I still came out on top. I was like, damn, that's when I knew, okay, you gotta have, when you're sparring, you gotta, like, everything that you got on your mind, you gotta try it. And you can't be afraid to get hurt. You can't be afraid to get hurt while you're sparring. Dude, just whatever moves you want to try it out, just try it out. Ask your sparring partner, okay, how did that work? Oh, dude, when you threw this, I could see it coming. So let's try clean that up. And you just got to get the rounds in. When you're alone, same thing. Practice, take all that feedback. That's all we were doing for training. Testing it out on people and sparring. Then when you go back to your solo training, working on that and gathering new moves, then going back to sparring, doing it again. That's what I do. I just don't post my sparring because it's like, for what? These videos are not for me to be a fighter. These are for you, dude. Like, I know what it feels like to be lost, okay? And this is the other part of my honesty as a martial artist. I'm at the point now where I understand, dude. Like, I do not have the heart to fight in the ring. I don't. Because it's, to me, it's almost like when I spar and I see it, like, in my head, I'm thinking more of just, if I were to catch you on the street, this is what we're training for. If I'm with my son and my daughters walking down the street, got my girlfriend over there, you snatch up my girlfriend, you try to kidnap her, this is what's going to happen. Okay? But as far as for fighting, like for money and just, in my heart, this is just for me, okay? For you, it may be different. I don't want to play down your dreams. Like, if you have that dream to be a fighter, a mixed martial artist, dude, you got to follow that desire. If you don't, it's going to haunt you. And you're always going to be like, oh, what if? Follow that desire, okay? But for me, because some of you ask, oh, how come you haven't gone pro? How come you don't fight again? I am much more in a battle with myself. After all of this training, dude, like I said, I've been in many wars, okay? The hardest person it was for me to get respect from was myself. Like I said, like I play these things in my head and I see like, dude, I should be doing more push-ups. I should be running more. I should be eating more. And it's like, or eating better, this and that. And it's like, no matter how much I sparred, no matter how much like I could do people in, no matter how much I would get beat up and learn new things and go back and actually like the guys who beat me up, they'd be like, oh damn, you got better. The person that I needed to impress the most was me. And it's like, I don't need the validation from hurting someone else. I get more strength and much more clarity, positivity, a much better quality of life when I make videos like this or the workout videos and you say, damn, Chaz, I've been doing all your workouts and I'm getting stronger, I'm getting leaner, faster. Dude, there's one guy from TikTok, okay? If you follow me from TikTok too, my TikTok is nuts. There's like 27,000 followers on there. But one guy from TikTok, shouts out to him. Damn, I forgot his name, but we convo on Instagram. Dude, he's been following my videos and like he asked me for advice. I shoot him some advice and then he'll shoot me his fights. Dude, in like the past 2 months, he probably fought like 4 times. Every fight he's sending me, he's gotten better. And every time he fights, he thanks me. And it's like, I see the progress and he thanks me like, dude, like what you told me the last time really helped me out. And it's like, it blows my mind. Because he literally just watches my workout videos, some of the advice I give on TikTok, and whatever advice I give, like he'll give me like clips of him training. I do this online training, but he'll send me clips. For this guy, I just like, he was rolling with me from the beginning. He asked me questions from when I first started my TikTok with like 5 followers. But, bro, if you're watching this, I'm going to catch your name. I'm going to message you right after this. He does a lot of kickboxing. And, dude, he'll send me training videos. I'll tell him, oh, maybe you should work on this. Just try to get your coach to help you work on this. Or how do you feel? Oh, I feel like I want to do this better. Then we're just shooting ideas back and forth. He works on it. Then he films his fight. He sends it to me. And it's like, the progress is nuts. One of his first fights, he was super nervous. I could see it. I gave him some pointers. The next fight, he looked really good. Really, really good. He looked really comfortable. Then I gave him some pointers. We convoed back and forth. We shot some ideas to each other. And I was like, maybe you should do this. Like a couple weeks went by. He DM'd me another fight. This time, he knocked the guy out. And he was like, bro, thank you so much. Yeah, I worked on this, whatever he told me. And I was like, he's in like another country. Overseas. I'm in Hawaii. I don't know. He's in like, I don't know if it's like, dude, but he's overseas in another country. And just from my videos and my words, and to see him level up like that as a fighter, it blows my mind. I get much more strength from that. And this is me being honest. I don't need the validation like of hurting someone. Because for me, I hurt you, you hurt me. If we're trying to get somewhere, especially in sparring, okay. But as far as fighting, that's just where my heart is, man. And honestly, I honestly enjoy building you guys up because there was a time, go back to the video, I'll put the link below, I was fat and depressed. Now I look like this. And I'm vibing high. Dude, I'm creating a 25-minute video talking with my mustache. My strength. I needed it, dude. I needed it. There was a time where, I was still training, but my life was in shambles. I didn't look like this. I was 180. I had a pouch, dude. I cried. I sat in my daughter's room. This was in the beginning of 2022, dude. If you follow me on Instagram, I made the post. I was fat. And I sat in my daughter's room. I had like a fucking breakdown. And I was like, what do I need? And I was like, dude, I need a dude, a martial artist who fucking puts it to the ringer, who trains hard, trains extremely hard. He's super disciplined on his diet. He's a man. He pushes it when the pain is hard. But when he sees someone in need, a fellow brother, he goes up to him and he tells him, hey, pick your head up. I know what can get you back on track. Let's get a workout in. That's what I needed. So that's what I had to become. And this is what I am now. And this is what I am for you. So my bro, if you're low on confidence, you got to be honest. I'm just honest, dude. I admire dudes who had mustaches. Go look up Andy Hung. He was like one of my like top dudes. Kyokushin Karate. Rick Rude, like just the mustache was always, whenever I seen a dude with a mustache who looked like this, I knew that guy was dangerous. So maybe when you see me with this mustache, you'd be like, oh, it's a sign of patience. This, the abs, signs of patience. This is a sign of dedication and discipline. Whenever I feel like eating ice cream, I just say no, because I gotta be strong. Not strong for me, but strong for my family, strong for my kids, strong for my girlfriend, soon-to-be wife, strong for you. So you can get your strength. You could be a dad, dude. You could have kids. Maybe whatever I'm saying, my strength, me being honest with what I want, will help you be a better father, be a better son, get you off of drugs, dude. So this is my honesty. This is just me being vulnerable with you. But at the end, it is what it is. And, that's how it goes. When it comes to confidence, just switch out the word confidence with honesty. Be honest, dude. Don't listen. If you want to train all day, you want to try this karate, that karate, try it out, dude. Just go try it out. You will never know until you try it. And when you come down the line into my position where you have a bunch of experiences, there's going to be a young grasshopper that's going to come up to you and be like, hey, I see you got the abs. Like, I see you practicing your moves in the park. Like, I'm trying to get in shape, or like I'm getting bullied. Can you help me? And to pass that wisdom on. This is what we got to do as martial artists. On this, who has this kind of above the earth thinking, all right? You got to take all of your experiences, everything that you tried, all of your downfalls, all of your wins, package it up, and give it to the youth. Or give it to you. And that's how it goes. Always remember. Train hard and be kind until next time. Gotta go in a circle. Huss! Let's go.